All right, welcome back to the Sean Kelly Show. I got some more information regarding Kamala Harris and her fabulous record of failure, which has led to 7 different investigations as of August the 2nd, 2024, based on her record of service in California. Let's see here. Let's get down here to it. All right, the first investigation is failure to comply with federal law protecting donor privacy. During her tenure as Attorney General, California required organizations receiving donations to file copies of their federal IRS Form 990 tax form. These forms include a list of all donors who contributed to at least $5,000 or more to a charity in 1 year. It believes that Harris may have sought donor information about her political enemies without complying with federal law designed to protect donor privacy. And then second one, failure to enforce federal immigration laws. 2012, while serving as Attorney General, Harris issued a bulletin to law enforcement in California regarding an immigration and customs enforcement program called Secure Communities that enables ICE to detain and deport criminal illegal aliens. In the bulletin, Harris told law enforcement that they were not required to fulfill individual ICE immigration detainees, but could instead make their own decisions about detainee requests. As California Attorney General, Kamala Harris interfered with the enforcement of federal immigration laws, according to America First Legal, adding that as California's top cop, Harris may have failed to enforce immigration laws and used her office to push a political agenda paid for by the taxpayers. And yes, we are talking about our border czar, who failed to do anything at the border, who has still not even showed up at the border to check on things herself. Like she said, when she was asked, "Have you been to the border?" She said, "No, and I haven't been to Europe either, dumbass." All right, the next one, failure to pursue equal justice under the law. 2004, black gang member David Hill shot and killed a San Francisco police officer. Harris was the district attorney of San Francisco at the time and did not pursue the death penalty. They were concerned that Kamala Harris failed to do justice when cop killers and gang members were members of minority groups. Failed to disclose conflicts of interest. Harris was serving as a prosecuting attorney in Alameda County in the 90s. She was in a romantic relationship with California Assembly Speaker Willie Brown. And the American First Legal holds the relationship was a conflict of interest. The group is concerned that Kamala Harris benefited from political favoritism and is investigating whether Harris properly recused herself or otherwise disclosed conflicts of interest to the appropriate ethical authorities. The next one, failure to address evidence of misconduct. Harris began in 2015 a criminal investigation into corruption inside Orange County's jails. Clear evidence existed that deputy sheriffs in the county had misused informants in a manner that violated the rights of criminal defendants. 4 years later, no charges were ever filed. The legal group believes Harris may have ignored clear evidence of misconduct over a penal entity under her jurisdiction. The next one is nature of probes by California Fair Political Practices Commission. Determined in 2005, Harris had not violated state law when she received gifts, quote, from a company owned by San Francisco interior designer Ken Folk. But the legal group is concerned that former Attorney General Harris may have been subject to numerous probes by the California Political Practice Commission, is committed to ensuring the public is educated about such investigations. And then the final one is failure to address and potential cover-up of evidence of misconduct. When Harris was serving as California Attorney General, it came to light that state prosecutors had committed outrageous government misconduct. In the case, the people of California versus Efrain Velasco Pelosius, according to, I think I said that right, I'm not sure. According to the California Appeals Court, prosecuting attorney Robert Murray falsified a confession from the defendant. After it was revealed the confession was fake, the judge dismissed the charges against the defendant. Harris, however, appealed the case, arguing that the insertion of the false confession was not prosecutable misconduct because it did not involve physical brutality. What an idiot. Harris's handling of the case and others has led to people being concerned that Kamala Harris intentionally ignored or covered up misconduct by prosecutors under her watch, as well as her own close political aides. Now, out of all of that information and the investigations, the one that stands out the most to me is the failure to enforce federal immigration laws, which I think is very critical to the election, considering a lot of the election points have to do with border security. And clearly she has no regard whatsoever for the security of the borders to protect American citizens from all the illegal immigration and illegal immigrants that are flowing into the country, hundreds of thousands at a time. Because she didn't care about it when she lived in California. She didn't care about it when she was in charge of it in California. She hasn't cared about it since she's been in charge of it as vice president. Hell, she hadn't even been to the border. So if you want somebody who's going to stop immigration and start deporting people, then I would suggest you vote for Trump, because Kamala Harris does not care. She will let every illegal immigrant into this country and give zero fucks about it. So I would suggest you do your own research into it, but the facts are the facts, and just make an informed decision when it comes time to vote. If you want safe families and secured borders, vote for Trump. If you don't care what happens to your family and you want illegal aliens flooding over hundreds of thousands at a time, a week, a month, or more, vote for Kamala Harris and see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back later.